Hey everyone, my name's Abigail and I'm here to give you an update, 1 month update on the Rodan Fields Unblemish line that I started a month ago. So if you'd like to keep watching and find out how I've been doing, then continue on, and if you don't, we'll see you later in the next video. So let's get into it, shall we? So just to go over everything, a month ago I started the Rodan Fields Unblemish line. It was recommended to me by one of my friends as I have very oily, acne-prone skin, was trying a whole bunch of things, nothing seemed to be getting rid of my acne. So I decided, let's give this a try. She said, it's just been introduced to Canada, so, there's been lots of positive reviews. I'd love for you to try it. I think it's going to work for your skin. So I was like, all right, I'm up for anything. Let's do it. So a month later, here we are. I'm still using it. I'm still finding it to be quite a nice product. I haven't seen massive changes, but let's go over what I've been using first, and then we'll sort of give you the full lowdown of what's been going on. So just to recap, the Unblemish line that I have been trying has 4 different steps to it. I've now been doing it day and night now for a week. I did the proper regime where I started every other day for the first week in the morning, then every day in the morning for the second week. Third week was every day in the morning and every other day in the evening, and now fourth week is every day morning and nighttime. So the Unblemished line is, first you start off with step 1, which is the Acne Sulfur Facial Wash. I've been using that now twice a day, and I use it with my Foreo Luna to sort of scrub in and get it all nice deep into my pores. Then step 2 after washing my face is the Clarifying Toner. So I put a couple little drops of that onto a cotton pad, put it all over my face, let it dry for about 3 to 5 minutes is what it says, and then I move on to step 3, which is the Dual Intensive Acne Treatment. Like I said earlier, I was going to let you know how much I was going to use. As you can see, there are 2 sort of little pumpies there. I use 1 squirt from each of them, put them on my fingers, rub it together, and that's enough to go over my face. I don't find I need 2 squirts, but you can try whatever works best for you. And then the 4th step, which I only use in the morning, I don't use at bedtime, and like I said earlier, is the sunscreen. This is from the Smooth line, and it's the mineral sunscreen. It's step 4, and I use this religiously every morning. Like I said in my last video, which I'll link down below, sunscreen is so important for you to use and reapply, especially if you're going to be out in the sun all day long. I put this on in the morning, and I work indoors, so I don't feel the need to have to reapply it a bunch of times. But if I'm going onto a beach or something like that, for sure I'd be reapplying this constantly. Sunscreen is just so important. So that's what I'm using. And then before I go ahead, like in the morning, I don't necessarily need to because my face is clean. I've just woken up. But at bedtime, I normally have worn makeup throughout the day. So what I do is my sort of step 1 before step 1 is to wash my face with just a gentle cleanser to remove my makeup. So I was using the Boscia Purifying Cleansing Gel. I actually just finished this like 2 days ago. I kept the package just to remind you guys what it is. And I've moved on to, just because I had it as an extra in my baggie and I've been trying to use up all my products that I have been sitting around, so I moved on to just the Purity Made Simple Facial Wash. This is by Philosophy. I love it as well, sort of equal between the 2. I always flip-flop between which ones I like to use, but this one's my next one. It's nice, full, it's going to last me forever. And this just gets my makeup off so nicely, so gently, so that I can move on and then actually start washing my face properly with the Rodan Fields Unblemish. So that's sort of what I've been using. The last few weeks when I wasn't doing it twice a day, my evening normally, my evening routine toner was the fresh, like I said I was going to use, the fresh Floral Rose Toner. Just a couple squirts of that everywhere. And then my evening lotion that I was using, and I'll still have a bit of it in, so I kind of use it every once in a while too, is the Boscia Oil-Free Moisturizing Lotion. Night Hydration, sorry. And I love this one just for oily skin. It's so gentle. It moisturizes my skin, but it doesn't put extra oil or gunk into it, so I don't find that I'm extra oily in the morning below. So that's sort of what I've been using for the last 4 weeks. I am actually quite loving my skin now. I'm happy that I have moved on to twice a day. I felt in the last week or so, I've started to see a bit more of a change in my skin from using the Rodan Fields twice a day as opposed to just the once a day. So that's really nice. And I think in the next, everyone sort of says they really start to see really big changes in about week 6 to 8. So I told myself I'd give it the full 60 days, which is 8 weeks, to give it a try and see how things are going. But so far I'm really happy with it. It hasn't dried out my skin, and here I live in Canada and we've just had a bunch of snow and it's getting cold and everything. I mean, my neck has been a little bit dry, but I've just been using my Sea Berry fresh oils to sort of hydrate that morning and nighttime. That seems to be working. But face wise, the Rodan Fields has not dried out my skin whatsoever, so that has been really nice. I was a little nervous when I used Proactive. It used to dry out my skin really bad, and then I'd have to stop, and then I'd break out, and it was this constant cycle of dry and oily and just not working. This product so far has not dried out my skin whatsoever, even in the harsh sort of winters we've been getting down to -35 and stuff here. So that's a good bonus. I have started to see a little bit of, and I'm going to put a couple of photos of week before I started and week 4 now, sort of side by sides at the end of this little rant, because I'm not very good at this technical stuff. So you can see sort of the changes, but I sort of started noticing finally a little bit of lightening in my acne scars that I showed you guys earlier. Yes, I am wearing makeup right now, but you can still sort of see, this is what I was trying to get rid of, is I've got some sort of post-acne red marks still on my skin. This cheek hasn't healed the best, and I did have an active breakout here that started 2 days ago. So it's actually healed a lot faster than my normal breakouts do with using the Rodan Fields, so that's a bonus there. Acne breakouts don't last as long when you started using the Rodan Fields. But this cheek here that used to have quite a bit of quite darker spots have actually started to lighten really nicely, so that's really awesome. I did still have and still have here some post-acne dark marks there that I'm just starting to notice lighten as well, now using this twice a day. I still have been breaking out in my chin like I said I would, but I also know that your skin sort of goes through like a purging episode once you start using new products, or it's sort of like it's really cleaning out in there, and I think some of the old dirt and debris is still coming out. Like I said, I've really started to notice a bit more changes using it twice a day now as opposed to once a day. So I'm kind of excited to see in the next 2 weeks if I really start to notice differences now that I'm using it twice a day. But this sort of area still needs sort of some healing. But like I said, I broke out like 2 days ago, like a couple spots here and this one on my cheek for whatever random reason. And they're healing a lot faster than they normally do. Normally they get quite red and ugly and cystic and it's painful, and they haven't this time around. They sort of popped up, developed whitehead, popped, and now we're healing already. So that's really good. That's nice sort of changes. Forehead wise, didn't really have too much bad stuff in it, so my forehead's actually still looking pretty good. What I did start to notice the last couple of days is after I've washed my face morning and bedtime, before I put makeup on, especially after in the morning and stuff, is the texture of my skin now actually looks really good. And what I mean by that is it sort of looks a little bit brighter, sort of smoother. Not that I had divots or anything in my skin, but I don't know, it's just the look of my skin after I've washed my face and after I've applied all the lotions and potions before I either go to bed or start using my makeup routine in the morning. It just looks smoother and it feels smoother. So that's sort of a positive that I've noticed using this line so far. So far I'm really happy with the results. I'm excited to show you, I'll do another month update again and let you guys see sort of the full 2 month 60-day trial that they give you guys. Just to, you know, I've been using this for a month and I know I haven't been using consistently, but this is still quite full. Like, I feel like the products to here, this is quite heavy as well. This one's definitely heavy. It sort of sounds like it's only to here, and the sunscreen feels full as well. So product wise, I know it's expensive, I know the products are expensive, but for the amount of that I've used out of all of them so far, which will probably change more drastically next month now that I'm going to be using it twice a day, I still feel there's quite a lot of product in here, which is really good, because some of my girlfriends said, well, it should only last you like 2, maybe 3 months or so, but I feel like there's a lot of product in here, so I'll be sort of excited to let you guys know how much product I use and how often you're going to have to buy it, because sometimes if just spend $200 every month, might not be worth it, but I know if you can get 2.5 months out of everything, to me that's a really good deal. I mean, you know, these things, you do want to use them consistently, so they're going to run out, but I don't want to be spending $200 every month. I totally understand that. So, so far product-wise, product use, doing good. I'm happy with the results, and we'll give you guys another update in a month. Stay tuned. I'm going to sort of flash in photos here now of my before and afters, and if I'm clever enough to potentially figure it out, there might be some before and after photos in the middle of the video too. We'll get there. We'll see how fancy I am. But anyway, if you guys have any questions or concerns, please comment below. I will link everything again below and my first video so you can see the start of where I have started and where I am now. And yeah, I look forward to sharing another month update with you guys next month. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas. It is December the 16th here, so that's really exciting. So Merry Christmas to all of you guys. I hope you have a fun and fantastic New Year's, and we'll see you in the new year. Bye guys.